The echo on the reel. The dust in the old man's shop hung in the air like a silent, golden fog, each mote a tiny ghost in the afternoon sun. I'd been hunting for a new project, something to fill the hollow silence of my new, empty apartment. That's when I saw it, tucked away under a table draped in a moth-eaten velvet cloth, a vintage reel-to-reel tape player. It was a beautiful beast, a behemoth of brushed aluminum and dark wood veneer, with two great, spoked platters that looked like the wheels of some arcane chariot. The shopkeeper, a man whose face was a roadmap of wrinkles, gave me a curious look as I heaved it onto the counter. The Akai hasn't been powered on in 30 years, I reckon. Does it work? I asked, my fingers tracing the cool metal of the control knobs. He shrugged, a slow, creaking motion. Power cords there. The rest is up to fate, son. He then pointed a gnarled finger at the machine. Came with one tape. Still on it. The fella who brought it in, he was in a hurry to be rid of the whole thing. I paid him the meager asking price, a steal for a machine in this condition. As I was leaving, the old man called out. Just a piece of advice. Some things are better left unheard. I just smiled, chalking it up to an old man's flair for the dramatic. Back in my apartment, the silence felt heavier than usual. The unpacked boxes stood like squat tombstones in the living room. This tape player, I thought, would be the perfect thing to breathe some life into the place. After a thorough cleaning and a prayer to the gods of vintage electronics, I plugged it in. A warm, amber light glowed to life behind the VU meters. It worked. The single tape was unlabeled, its brown magnetic ribbon wound tightly on a clear plastic reel. I threaded it carefully through the labyrinth of guides and heads, the tactile, mechanical process a soothing ritual. With the take-up reel secured, I sat back on the floor, took a deep breath, and pressed the heavy, satisfying play button. The reels began to turn with a soft, steady whir. For a full minute, there was only the gentle hiss of blank tape, the sound of pure, analog emptiness. I was about to fast forward when a voice crackled to life, startling me. Log entry number 3. The apparatus is finally calibrated. The theory holds that true silence isn't an absence of sound, but a medium in itself. A canvas. And on that canvas, you can record the residue. The echoes left behind by strong emotion, by life itself. The voice was male, calm, and academic. It was slightly distorted by the age of the tape. He sounded like a professor, or a scientist. I listened, fascinated. He spoke of microphones sensitive enough to pick up infrasound, of theories about memory being stored not just in the brain, but in the very space we occupy. I'm starting the first test tonight, the voice continued, a new edge of excitement in his tone. I'm setting up the recorder in the most silent place I can find, the old sub-basement. I'll leave it running overnight. I hope to capture something. Anything. The recording cut out with a sharp click. I sat there for a moment, the whir of the machine the only sound. It was just a strange audio diary. An eccentric's abandoned project. Still, it was intriguing. I rewound the tape and went to bed, the man's odd theories turning over in my mind. The next night, I decided to listen to more. The tape picked up where it left off. Log entry 4. The man's voice was different now. The academic calm was gone, replaced by a strained, breathless tension. It worked. God help me, it worked. There's something on the tape. Beneath the hiss, beneath the nothing, there's a sound. I leaned closer to the speakers, turning the volume up. He was right. Underneath the familiar static, there was something else. A rhythmic, intermittent sound. A soft, wet thump, thump, thump. It sounded organic, like a heartbeat, but slow. Dangerously slow. And alongside it, a faint, high-pitched scratching, like fingernails on slate. I don't know what it is, the voice on the tape whispered, his fear a palpable thing that seemed to seep from the speakers. It's not an artifact of the recording. It's there. It was in the silence. I didn't discover it. I just gave it away to be heard. A cold dread began to prickle at the back of my neck. I told myself it was just the power of suggestion. It was a creepy recording, nothing more. But as the man spoke, I couldn't help but strain my ears, listening to that awful, deep thumping from the tape. Log entry 5. I can't sleep. I hear it even when the machine is off. The scratching. I think I made a mistake. A terrible mistake. This thing, this echo, it's aware. Listening to the tape feels like looking through a keyhole, and I can feel something on the other side looking back. It's learning the shape of the sound. It's learning the shape of me. I hit stop. My heart was hammering against my ribs. My own apartment, once just empty, now felt watchful. The shadows in the corners seemed to deepen, to coalesce. I unplugged the machine, wanting to be completely free of it. The silence that rushed in was deafening, and for a terrifying second, I thought I could hear a faint scratching from the hallway.